Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lady K Chat Podcast. I am your host, Lady K. And ladies, it's your turn today. Today is Bitter Part 2, and I am speaking directly to you. Yes, there are some bitter baby mothers out there. Why? Because he don't want you no more. Why? You're using the child as collateral. I can go on and on and on. But guess what, ladies? You have to realize you are using toxic behavior. And you don't even realize at the end of the day, you know who you're hurting? It's nothing but your child. So if you're ready to be corrected, if you really want to listen in some of the things that I have to say in my message, I urge you to tune in right now. I'll see you soon.
The following podcast is a Lady K Enterprises production.
Lady K.
Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Lady K Chat, a podcast that is designed for all women to become better versions of themselves, which is broadcast every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Various subjects will be speaked upon, such as relationships, personal development, health and wellness, wealth building, children, and so much more. She is a 2-time Amazon best-selling author, an international speaker, and life coach. She is Kalima, aka Lady K. And now for your host, Lady K.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning into this episode of Bitter and Toxic Part 2. And today I will be speaking to the mothers. Yes, moms, we have to sit down and have a talk because right now is not great. I am not liking the bitterness and it does not look good on you. So yes, we're talking about the ladies that have bitter tastes in their mouth after a breakup and they had a child with the person. Now the child is in the middle of you and your ex and not realizing that, ladies, you're doing nothing but hurting the child. So I want to tell you some key things that you may not realize what you're doing, but you are actually ruining a relationship between a child and their father. And honestly, you're only upset because you're no longer with that person and you may want him, but he doesn't want you. So now you're using the child as a toy. That is not cool. And it certainly is not unacceptable when you use that child as a toy because you don't get no child support. So you're saying to that man, oh, I don't get no money. You don't get your child. That is wrong. And that is not comparing the same thing. You don't do that. You don't compare money to a child. Yes, he might be behind, but I also want to say this to you ladies. I understand you need the money and I understand it is not easy, but I want to say this to you. If that man is showing up, and he's showing more up than what the court says, if you have a court order, if he don't have a court order and he's still doing his part and you don't have to tell him nothing because he is being a man, stop it. That child deserves a relationship with their father. Especially when that man is genuine about the situation, when he's genuine about being there for his child, when he is genuine making sure that he plays an active part in the child's life. How can he play an active life if you're going to constantly call him a deadbeat? It does not make him a deadbeat that he missed child support. I don't know his circumstances. And I'm not talking about the irresponsible men. I'm talking about the men who is working hard. They're providers and they're trying to make sure that they do their part and do their best by being involved. And again, you're upset because you're bitter. I'm not speaking of those men who miss on purpose, but for the men who's breaking their back and they're supporting and they might, and this is how you know also too, ladies, when he's a man, when he is coming to you and say, hey, I'm just going to use an example. I am disabled right now. I'm on a short-term leave from my job because I hurt myself. So right now I don't have the money, but definitely because I know you work. If you want me to, I can take the baby. He can be here, or I can take, our, whatever the age the child is, but he's still thinking about you. He's still considerate. Ladies, that's a man. if he even tried to bring up different scenarios just to help you and support you, he may not have it financially because he's going through something, but he was able to communicate with you, and he's putting in his best effort. Please stop trying to see him from his child. And definitely please stop this too. You have a new man in your life and you're trying to make your baby daddy jealous. That's so childish and very high schoolers, and you have to grow up. He doesn't care about that new man in your life. You do. That's none of his business. His business is that child. And you just need to let him intercede and play his part. Grow up. Yes, you need to hear this. And sis, I'm saying this with you to love. I'm saying this to you with love. Grow up. Stop badgering that man. Stop holding his child away from him. Stop telling the lies. Stop telling people he's no good. Stop that. What qualifies him that he's no good? What part? I want you to sit there right now where you're at right now. And if everything that I just said in the beginning, that he's doing everything in his will and his might to be there for his child, he may not have it all, but he scrapes and scrambles to buy him school supplies, school wardrobes, uniform, whatever he may need, whatever you ask that man for, he comes through for his child, but you still calling him a deadbeat. Stop it. It's not attractive. And it doesn't look good on you. Move on with your life. So what that he does not want you? The main thing, like I said, he is being a father and he is showing up, and you want to embrace that. Your child is not a porn. You're dangling the child in his face like he's collateral. You're not hurting the father, but you're also hurting the child. Grow up. I hope you enjoyed the show. And for those, if you listen to the show and you know someone that needs to hear it, send it to them. Share it with them. And please don't forget to like and share on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Lady K Chat. And you can also visit my website at www.ladykenterprisesinc.com. And you guys have a great night, and thank you for listening. I'll see you soon. Lady K.